Global Travel Insurance Market Research Report 20,112,023 provides a unique tool for evaluating the market, highlighting opportunities, and supporting strategic and tactical decision-making. This report recognizes that in this rapidly evolving and competitive environment, up-to-date marketing information is essential to monitor performance and make critical decisions for growth and profitability. It provides information on trends and developments, and focuses on markets and materials, capacities and technologies, and on the changing structure of the travel insurance market. Companies mentioned are Allianz, Munich Re, Generali, AXA, Hansa Merkur, Groupama, MAP for Assistencia, AIG, CSA Travel Protection, UC Affinity, Seven Corners, MH Ross, Tokyo Marine, Sompo Japan, Pinggan Baoshin, Star etc. The global travel insurance market consists of different international, regional, and local vendors. The market competition is foreseen to grow higher with the rise in technological innovation and M&A activities in the future. Moreover, many local and regional vendors are offering specific application products for varied end users. The new vendor entrants in the market are finding it hard to compete with the international vendors based on quality, reliability, and innovations in technology. Sample inquire at https://www.marketinsightsreports.com. Reports 1010497 Global Travel Insurance Market Research Report 2011-2023 Inquiry Global Travel Insurance Sales K Units and Revenue Million USD Market Split by Product Type Market Segment by Type 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 Medical Expense XXXXXXXXXXXXXX Exchange XX 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 trip cancellation XXXXXXXXXXXXX exchange percent XX XX trip delay XXXXXXXXXXXXX exchange percent XX XX property damage XXXXXXXXXXXX exchange percent XX XX others XXXXXXXXXXXX exchange percent XX XX total XXXXXXXXXXX exchange percent XX XX global travel insurance sales K units by application 20,112,023 market segment by application 2011, 2017, 2023 market share percent 2023 CGAR percent 20,112,023 domestic tourism XXXXXXXX percent XX percent overseas tourism XXXXXXXX percent total XXXXXX 100% XX percent browse full report at https www.marketinsightsreports.com Reports 1010497 Global Travel Insurance Market Research Report 2011-2023 Primary sources are mainly industry experts from core and related industries, and suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, service providers, and organizations related to all segments of the industry's supply chain. The bottom-up approach was used to estimate the global market size of travel insurance based on end-use industry and region, in terms of value. With the data triangulation procedure and validation of data through primary interviews, the exact values of the overall parent market and individual market sizes were determined and confirmed in this study. The research provides answers to the following key questions: what will be the market size and the growth rate in 2023? What are the key factors driving the global travel insurance market? Who are the key market players and what are their strategies in the global travel insurance market? Trending factors influencing the market shares of the North America, Europe, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia, India. What are the key market trends impacting the growth of the global travel insurance market? What trends, challenges, and barriers are influencing its growth? What are the market opportunities and threats faced by the vendors in the global travel insurance market? What are the key outcomes of the 5 forces analysis of the global travel insurance market? This independent 92-page report guarantees you will remain better informed than your competition. With over 170 tables and figures examining the travel insurance market, the report gives you a visual, one-stop breakdown of the leading products, submarkets and market leaders, market revenue forecasts, as well as analysis to 2023. Geographically, this report is segmented into several key regions, with production, consumption, revenue million USD, and market share and growth rate of storage area network switch in these regions, from 2011 to 2023 forecast, covering market segment by regions 2011, 2017, 2023, share percent CAGR 20,112,023 Asia Pacific XXXXXXXX% North America XXXXXXXX% Europe XXXXXXXX% South America XXXXXXXX% Middle East Africa XXXXXXXX% total XXXXXXX% The report provides a basic overview of the travel insurance industry, including definitions, classifications, applications, and industry chain structure. And development policies and plans are discussed, as well as manufacturing processes and cost structures. Then, the report focuses on global major leading industry players with information such as company profiles, product picture and specifications, sales, market share and contact information. What's more, the travel insurance industry development trends and marketing channels are analyzed. The research includes historic data from 2011 to 2017 and forecasts until 2023, which makes the reports an invaluable resource for industry executives, marketing, sales and product managers, consultants, analysts, and other people looking for key industry data in readily accessible documents with clearly presented tables and graphs. The report will make detailed analysis mainly on above questions and in-depth research on the development environment, market size, development trend, operation situation and future development trend of travel insurance on the basis of stating current situation of the industry in 2017 so as to make comprehensive organization and judgment on the competition situation and development trend of travel insurance market and assist manufacturers and investment organization to better grasp the development course of travel insurance market. The study was conducted using an objective combination of primary and secondary information, including inputs from key participants in the industry. The report contains a comprehensive market and vendor landscape in addition to a SWOT analysis of the key vendors. There are 9 chapters to deeply display the global travel insurance market. Chapter 1. To describe travel insurance. Introduction, product scope, market overview, market opportunities, market risk, market driving force. Chapter 2. To analyze the top manufacturers of travel insurance, with sales, revenue, and price of travel insurance, in 2011 and 2017. Chapter 3. To display the competitive situation among the top manufacturers, with sales, revenue, and market share in 2011 and 2017. Chapter 4. To show the global market by regions, with sales, revenue, and market share of travel insurance, for each region, from 2011 to 2017. Chapter 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, to analyze the key regions, with sales, revenue and market share by key countries in these regions. Chapter 8 and 9, major vendors and conclusion about his market insights reports, provides syndicated market research reports to industries, organizations or even individuals with an aim of helping them in their decision-making process. These reports include in-depth market research studies, i.e. market share analysis, industry analysis, information on products, countries, market size, trends, business research details and much more. Market Insights Reports provides global and regional market intelligence coverage, a 360-degree market view which includes statistical forecasts, competitive landscape, detailed segmentation, key trends, and strategic recommendations. 1-704-2663-234 sales@marketinsightsreports.com. Connect with us on https www.linkedin.com company 1341116 https www.facebook.com Market Insights Reports https twitter.com research